This is Simbre. Hey, man. Let me see. I am working in kidney dialysis for 7 years. Do you think it's possible for these patients to regenerate their kidneys to function normally again? It just puzzles me on how more people are coming into this profitable business. If so, where do you start with these people? You know, this is a good guy. And you know, I was telling you about that dialysis nurse that got real sick from working in dialysis, so I hope you keep your health there. Absolutely. You know, it's a trip when you're on dialysis, and I'll give you an example. There's a famous chef, and he was urinating quite well until, of course, his kidneys were breaking down little at a time, and his creatinine got above 3. I think it got 3 to 4. They put him on dialysis, and then he quit peeing a few months after that, totally. Well, let me tell you, you know, when you're looking at that, you have to wonder what part of dialysis could be effective to that. Acid stripping the blood? I don't know. You guys you would know more about dialysis procedures than moi. It's enough to say that you can always regenerate tissue, my friend, always. And you would start with kidney formulas, adrenal formulas, because adrenal turns on kidneys. But you would want to get a couple of it. I use 2 kidney formulas nowadays because people, just like you said, you're seeing more and more people enter dialysis. And this guy's going to see a lot of young people start coming to dialysis more and more and more. The 30-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, the teenagers. And it's like, oh my God, yes, you can regenerate kidneys, but you can't on protein, because that's what degenerates them. I mean, if you took 2 people, and we could do a test study, although that other person that does the high proteins would have to be willing to lose their kidneys, so you can test that way. You wouldn't need a double-blind study. But, and the proof of it, though, is simple, is that when we get you off of proteins and we get you more on the fruits, berries, and melons, even above the vegetables, fruits, berries, and melons, you start regenerating your kidneys. Here's the problem. The problem in dialysis is too much fluids. Okay, so you have to be careful about over drinking water and stuff, because that's one reason you're going to dialysis. So you have to be careful about too much fluid, so you wouldn't want to juice the fruits, berries, and melons. You probably want to keep the melons down unless you're self-urinating. Dialysis 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday generally. Also, when you start messing with dialysis, your phosphorus and your proteins start going up. Phosphorus and your potassium start going up like this. Well, the reason potassium, one reason, is the adrenal glands, of course. And so sometimes we have to blow through these, even though it freaks out the renal specialists. We have to blow through them to get you off of dialysis. Our success with dialysis has been somewhat minimal because people get tired, and some people take a while to get off, and others have gotten off. So you just spend a world of regenerating, because outside of that, I don't know. And when you're on dialysis, you definitely want to pump a superfood blend or something like that when you get back from dialysis. Notice how your blood pressure takes a dump and everything takes a dump. So it affects the adrenal glands as well. So whatever that procedure is definitely a negative one to the kidneys. It doesn't improve them. And so we need to start going in and rebuilding those kidneys. This is a really good question, a really important question, and this guy here is an important fella because he's in there seeing what's going on here. So, good question, my friend. Excellent question. And you get them all off of proteins. You start them on fruits, berries, and melons at least half of the day, and then you could have some vegetables the other half. Stay light on too much juices and water, and then keep working them back there. I use 2 kidney formulas. I'd start out with only a small lymphatic formula with this, because especially if you're not filtering anymore. I would wait until I start filtering more to kick it up too much. So I'd do maybe a lymphatic 1 liquid and just keep that one, but do 2 kidney formulas, and definitely want to do an adrenal, like adrenal glandular, because you're going to need that kind of power to buffer dialysis. And then work these people back into a state of wellness. It doesn't matter how long it takes to get well if you're in a situation that is making you, and you're going downhill more and more. It's better, whatever it takes. You know, there's times I thought we could knock this stuff like that, but now I think we can knock it like that.